So this is everything you're going to get in the box if you've ordered the Trakker Bivvy light, the 150 version with the remote. So obviously you're going to get the remote, a lanyard for you to put onto the remote or the end of the light unit itself. You get a micro USB charging cable, which is 60 centimeters long, and obviously your main unit itself. So let's have a look at the individual components for it in a bit more detail. So taking a closer look at the main unit, we'll have a look at some specs. So battery capacity, we have 2,500 milliamp hours. That will give you a usage time of anywhere between 5 hours and 80 hours, but obviously that completely depends on the sort of brightness and the colours you've been running whilst you're out on the bank. Dimensions are 150mm by 36 by 36 and it weighs 150 grams. Starting with the rubber end, we have our hole for the lanyard. I have mine on my remote, but you have got the option to have it on the light. You have a rubberized end here with a power button in the middle and a little pull tab to open this up. You have an in and an out power, so you've got the inlet for your micro USB to charge the unit itself, and then an output, so you can use this as a power bank, but bear in mind it has only got a 2,500 milliamp hour capacity, so you're not going to get a lot of charge out of it, and it only outputs 1.2 amps, so it is going to be a trickle charge as well. You've got two screws located on the diagonal there, so if you do have to open it up for whatever reason and void your warranty, then be my guest. The other end we have our flashlight, and you can probably just make out these 4 dots, and that is your battery indicator to show you how much power or capacity you have left in the unit. So we're going to have a look at the lighting options now. So just to give you some sort of perspective on it, I'm going to flick the lights out just so you can see the difference whilst I'm toggling through all the options available. Right, so just pressing the on-off button on this end, let's toggle through. So first press, use low white. Second press, medium. Third press is brightest white. Fourth is onto the red. And the fifth is onto the orange. And sixth is off, which then defaults to our battery indicator, which shows us our 4 blue lights, which times out after about 20 to 23 seconds. I'm sure it will vary between units. To get the flashlight on, it's a simple push and hold until the flashlight comes on, and then release. Press once and it goes off. So I'll show you again. Push, hold, light comes on, release, push, and it's off. Onto the remote, as you can see, you've got your on-off button at the top, your 3 white options, and your 2 colours, your red and your amber, and also your flashlight, which is on the end here. Very slim, very compact, and you've got your infrared option there, your bulb even, lanyard, and at the back here, which is my favourite thing, these little details make it so much easier. So your battery runs out and you're like, what battery do I need? Look on the back, CR2025, and that is the battery you need to replace it. And to do it, it's a little bit fiddly. That little toggle here, pull it towards there and then use your thumb or finger to push it out, and that will bring it out to reveal your 3-volt lithium cell battery. Push it back in, and that is the remote. So let's have a look at it in action. So on to the functionality of the remote. One thing I have found out, imagine scenario. You've put the bivvy light up, you forgot all about it, darkness falls, you reach for your remote, you press on. Nothing's happening. It's not broke. You haven't set it up properly. What you have to do, before fixing it anywhere, turn it on it will automatically default to your lowest white setting. Then take your remote, press off, and you are set up and ready to go for the whole of your session now. So it's in place, nighttime falls, then you want to turn it on, it's on. You don't have to get out of bed to do that, which can be quite annoying. Which is the reason you've bought the remote, isn't it? So you don't have to get out of bed and keep messing with the buttons. So to toggle through, light 1, light 2, light 3, onto the red, onto the orange, onto your flashlight at the end, and then again turn it off, and then that'll default to your blue setting again on the end, and then that'll time out after 20 to 23 seconds. And that is how you use the remote. So one of the other features I want to quickly talk about is this orange light here. So if we turn it on using the remote and we get it there, it is sold to you as a bit of a special light. It runs at a wavelength of 610 nanometers. Now, I wanted to find out a little bit more, so I went onto Google, browsed a few sites regarding wavelengths of different lights, different colours, and it turns out this is just a standard orange light. It's nothing special, because an orange light has a wavelength of between 590 and 625. So it is just a standard orange light. They haven't done anything special to it. It's just less attractive to mosquitoes and moths. So if you don't want to buy a light with all these options, but you like the sound of not having moths or being less attractive to anything like that, just go and buy an orange light. That is all you need to do. So that is the Trakker 150. As always, there are other options out there. There is another option in this particular light from Trakker. You have the 200 option, as this is the 150. Difference being, it's going to be a bit longer. This is measuring in at 150. The 200 measures in at 240, so it is that much longer. All other dimensions are the same, so 36 by 36, you're just getting a longer light. You also get 50 more lumens, so you're having 200 lumens with the 200 option. This is 150 lumens. With the 200 option, you get 4,000 milliamp hours in capacity, as opposed to this one being 2,500 milliamps. You also get a better output on the 200. So if you are using it as a power bank every now and again, you're going to get a faster charge, because the 200 is 2.1 amps using the output, as opposed to this being the 150 where you're getting the 1.2 amps output trickle charge. So they're pretty much the differences with the 200, and obviously price point changes as well. So the 150 is around about $29.99 and the 200 is $39.99. So you're paying that extra tenner for a bit more capacity and a faster charge rate. And that is basically the difference with the 150 and the 200. So that's a look at the Trakker Bivvy light. Hope you enjoyed, hope you found it useful. If you did, give me a thumbs up, maybe even share it with any friends that you have that might find it useful. And don't forget, give me a subscribe if you can.